Hi to everyone and welcome back to the channel Everyday Carry for Everyday People. Riaz here. Hope everybody's doing well. So I've had to take a bit of a hiatus for the last 10 days. Looking at the figures from COVID-19, it's been a bit ridiculous. So yeah, I just pretty much needed a break from all of it. That being said, back for today, the 7th of April 2020. Current time now in South Africa is 22 minutes past 8 in the morning. You guys are pretty much on day 12 of the lockdown, and I just thought I'd do a video. Some of the cases that have been reported globally and in South Africa, as well as some of the stats, figures, things along those lines there. So let's get straight into it. In terms of global cases, we have 1,347,589 people. The recoveries are pretty good at 286,453. The active cases are 986,354. The ones in mild condition are 938,958 people, which makes up about 95% of all active cases. Serious or critical condition is 47,396,000 people, which is about 5%. What else have we got? In terms of deaths globally, we're looking at 74,782 people. Yeah, cases which had an outcome, as I said before, 286,453 people, which is 79%, have recovered. 74,782 have passed away, which makes up 21% of 21% of the grand total. Looking at South Africa, we are 48th in terms of the worst hit countries. Total cases as of this morning, 1,686. Total recovered, sorry about that. Total recovered, 95. The active cases are sitting at 1,579. Serious or critical, 7. And in terms of those that have passed away, we've got 12. Total cases per 1 million people in our population is now sitting at 28 people for every 1 million of our population. Total tests are now at 58,098, which is good. It's a positive sign. Deaths per 1 million population is 0.2. Tests per million people of our population is 980. So for every 1 million people that we have, 980 are tested. I took a look at the news site, the southafrican.com. Pretty scary bit there. It says nurses on the front line are unfortunately contracting COVID-19. The worst hit places with nurses that are being infected is Ekurhuleni, Cape Town, and Durban. What else have we got here? Good thing is government is busy looking at the logistics to roll out door-to-door testing, which would be very, very positive. It would just give us a better idea of what's happening. Apparently, some residents of Alexandra Township have said that if they are found to have contracted COVID-19, they intend to break the quarantine rules that are put in place. My urgent appeal to them is don't do it. Don't be that selfish to infect others in our population. Should they do it, I'm hoping that the Minister of Policing and the Minister of Safety and Security give shoot to kill orders, because this is not something that anybody wants. This is not something that anybody plans on. It's not something that we want to play around with. Government has done quite a bit, so have private citizens, so have companies, to try and, wherever possible, help and mitigate the spread of this here. Let's not be that selfish where we openly say, well, if we're infected, we're going to infect everybody else. That's going to lead to a longer lockdown, and nobody wants to see a state of emergency being implemented in South Africa, because then you are going to have settlements like Alexandra being surrounded by the military, and then you're going to cry about your human rights and all the rest of it. Be responsible, follow protocols that are put out. They were put out for a reason. I'm glad to see that essential services are up and running. I would encourage people not to panic buy and not to hoard. There are a lot of unscrupulous people there, predominantly non-South Africans, who have had a pretty lousy attitude and mentality, where they walk into Dis-Chem or Springbok or Clicks or wherever and just clear everything out so that they can sell it at a profit. Note, I did say that the vast majority of those unscrupulous individuals that do it are non-South African, so bear that in mind. Message of caution to the government. Things are bad, yes, but be careful of friends bearing gifts. Trojan horses in this day and age are the name of the game. It's survival of the fittest, so please be mindful when accepting aid or applying for loans. I'm pretty heartbroken that my country has been hit hard with this year, considering where we are in the pecking order of things. So please, guys, make sure to adhere to social distancing. Keep the 1.5 to 2 meter distance between you and the next person. Follow the rules and regulations set out. Practice good hygiene, washing your hands for at least 20 seconds. Soap and water is excellent for that there. There is a toll-free number that you can call if you feel that you are coming down with COVID-19. God, I hate that name. But yeah, it's also been pretty heartbreaking because I've had friends from across the globe whose family members are on the front line, nurses and doctors and stuff like that there. One of his colleagues' nieces is in ICU. She's been on a ventilator for about 5 days now. They are saying after 7 days they're going to have to take her off, so please pray for her. I know the Easter weekend is coming up. Please be mindful. It's not business as usual. Business as usual is dead, even after the coronavirus. We need to become very, very inward looking and very, very nationalistic. Bullshit about race has to go out of the window, because now it doesn't matter what color you are in South Africa, we're all in the same shade together. So get it together, guys. These are things that need to be addressed, and hopefully will be addressed. We need to become more self-sufficient. We need to start making sure that at least 80% of what we consume in South Africa is produced and manufactured in South Africa. We need to get our people back to work. I've seen how other countries have done it over the last 10 years that I've been an expat. So now's the time for government and big business to come to the party and actually start making sure that our people are taken care of. That's just a little bit of my rant and rave for today. I'm praying for everybody back home. Please, guys, adhere to the lockdown rules. Brace yourself. The lockdown might be extended. It might not. God willing, it won't. But it's better to be prepared than not. My little quote for the day is, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. So let's get it together and move on from there. Until the next video, take care of yourselves and be safe.